Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anybody in here yet? Nope, not yet. Okay. Oh, hi Madge, how are ya? Thanks for joining me last minute here. I have no plan for it, but just kind of sit, chat, answer some questions. Good. Good to hear you're doing good. Okay, let's see here. Hey Jess. You're gonna bring me some pizza, right? Let's see here. Is everyone able to hear me okay? I know last time I had some auditory issues and some camera issues, but I think I got it right this time. I'm still trying to get my computer to where I can see the chat better. Perfect. Thank you, Madge, for letting me know. All right. Go. Hey, Wolterman Homestead, how are you? Thanks for joining me last minute. As you can see, I don't have my glasses today. That is because this week, while being sick, I also broke them. So, great time. So, not only was I not feeling good, I was flying blind. Okay. Here we go. Alright, I think I got my chat set up now. Hopefully I have my arrangement a little bit better. So that I'm not constantly looking down or off to the side. But we'll see here. Still new to the whole going live thing. Okay, so Madge says her husband bought her an Ozark strawberry grow kit for Valentine's Day. Oh, that is awesome. I'm gonna try to do strawberries this year too. My grandpa used to have this really awesome strawberry patch, and he had it was like metal rings that he stacked up in like a pyramid shape, and he had them covered in strawberries. And I remember that, but deer got in and destroyed the whole bed one year. I believe it was a deer, some sort of animal got in and destroyed it all. So I'm not sure. He just gave up on it, but he does a big full garden, which I showed a little bit this past season, his garden, and I plan on being able to help him out more this year. So you'll see some more of that. All right, let me catch up here. Let's see. Missy, hello. Thank you for joining me. And also thank you, I'm assuming Megan from Ultimate Homestead. Thank you for reminding people to hit the like button. That helps out a lot. Same to you, Missy. Hey, Unpolished Gardens. Let's see. TNS Dogs and Dragonflies Farm. Hello. Rent to Grow. Hello. Glad to see you here. Thanks for joining me. So, as I've kind of getting started here, it was just a last minute. I've been sick all week. I didn't get to put anything up. and I've missed you people. So I'd like to just sit and chat, get to know me a little bit better, get to know you a little bit better, and just answer any questions that you guys might have. Oh, this is the cat that doesn't normally come on screen. This is Mary. She's my snuggle butt, as you can tell.
My heart hates him.
Normally Fiona's the one that climbs all over me, but Mary must be feeling... Oh, nope, she's done. That was it. Rent to grow. Glad I wasn't. I'm always nervous going live, so I wasn't sure if anybody would join in or not, or if anybody was free. But I'm glad that so I decided to make some posts in some of those small Facebook groups that we've got going, and I'm glad to see some of you made it over. I am going to try to get this posted again, so hopefully we can get some more folks to join in. How am I feeling? I'm feeling much better now. It was kind of upper respiratory, sore throat, cough, the whole 9 yards there. So it was not a fun week, but I still had a lot. I couldn't call off work, so I still had to work and bear through it. I just didn't have time to film anything because during my downtime I was trying to sleep. But I'm doing better today. Was able to get out and about for a little bit. Went and saw a movie. It was good. Okay, was that let's see. So let me catch back up here. Mad, this is your third time trying with the strawberries. Has it been animals been the issue for you as well, or has it just been plants not growing? And then, if I saw correctly, somebody asked for some tea. Okay. Let's hear some tea about you. I'm making a cup right now. Oh, okay. So tea about me. Honey, do I have any tea? She's giving me strange looks. Plants not. Okay. Hopefully I keep... Yes, I do hope I keep getting better. I feel like I'm pretty good. I don't typically get sick, but I think it's been where I've been busy and not sleeping as well, and then cold and all that jazz going around. I just caught up with me. Madge, plants are not growing. I wish I knew more about strawberries, but unfortunately I don't. I've just not gotten into those yet. But once again, another venture that I'm trying out this year, so we'll have to see, grow a little bit together. So tea, let's see. I don't know if there's what I don't know that there is necessarily tea about me. I can discuss my favorite tea because that's not boring. I like loose leaf tea. Oh, hey there, Kira over at Homestead Dreaming. How are you? Thanks for joining. I like loose leaf tea, mostly herbal tea. There is, what is that? It's a jasmine, green tea, mint and citrus blend that I get. It's mainstream. It's from Tivana that I really like. But then the the bee farm that I work out of, the Sweet Life Honey Farm, they have a bunch of different loose leaf teas that they sell in bulk. And my favorite teas from out there is just a plain peppermint tea. Broussard Homestead, hey, welcome. So plain peppermint tea, fantastic, with some honey, of course. And then then there's also this herbal one that what is that blend? It's called, I think she calls it peace tea. And it is it's a blend that has like chamomile and rose and peppermint and lavender, a whole bunch of, and it's really good. That one is really delicious during the summer. Put it over ice and add honey. It is so good. So good. Okay, let me catch back up here. What is the weather like where you are? Any signs of spring? As of right now, I'm in Northeast Indiana, for any of those that don't know that, in the Fort Wayne area. And this week has been winter. So we've had snow and ice and slush and nasty this week. And so no signs of spring, unfortunately. But within the next few days, it's supposed to hop back up in temperature. So who knows? Indiana is one of those states you get all 4 seasons in one day sometimes. And then let me see what else. Rent to Grow is sitting down so she can chat now. Ooh, orange chai tea. Yes. How I forget chai. Now, do you make your chai like with milk? Like how it's supposed to be? Or do you just steep chai like a chai blend? Firefly chai is a chai that's out at the bee farm that I really like as well. It's spicy. It has a whole bunch of spices in it. Cardamom, cinnamon, all the goodies. It's great. And then Homestead Dream tea, hot water and lemon juice and honey. You gotta have the honey. Love the honey. Rent to Grow, not too dense, potting soil. Okay. Sorry, if I read out loud, and I confuse you, I apologize. I'm just reading through the comments there. Rent to Grown. I keep saying Rent to Grow. I'm sorry. I keep messing that up. Indiana. Just moved back to Tennessee from Lafayette, Tippecanoe County. I miss it up there so much. Yes, it is a beautiful part of the state. Indiana is very vast and different. People think that it's just flat cornfields and soybean fields, and while yes, that can be true, it's not always the case. My favorite, around here we have a lot of lakes, and so we have a lot of lake topography and stuff like that. As you go further south, it gets a little bit more hilly. For us northerners, we call them mountains, but they are not. They are hills. My favorite area to go to in the state would be Brown County, Indiana. It's gorgeous there. Me and my wife stay in Little Nashville. Oh, hey, Megan from Holterman Homestead. I'm assuming it's Megan still. I guess I never verified that. She just mentioned Brown County as well. There's a gorgeous state park down there. Little Nashville's amazing. We love it. My wife and I, we actually did part of our honeymoon there. I forgot how did I get off on that tangent? Oh yeah, Rent to Grown was from up here, and just moved down to Tennessee. Hello, Harvesting the Bounty. How are you? I see you came in and joined us here. Let me see. The weather in Northeast Florida has been crazy. Hot, cold, then cold. Yeah, I have seen that. When I lived down in Florida, I lived in the Clermont area, and when I was down there, Indiana actually had a hotter summer than we did down there, and then we got down into the 30s, frost warnings, several. Sorry if that interrupted anything. Somebody was trying to call me. Um, how the weather can change like that, and sorry, that just threw my brain. Okay, sorry. Catch back up. The area of Indiana I lived in is the Wabash Valley. Absolutely gorgeous. I also love the Greencastle area, the Shades Park. My boyfriend is from southern Indiana, Davies County. Okay, so the Wabash Valley. Hey, Cedarholic Gardens, how are you? So Wabash Valley. Huntington, Indiana is actually where I'm at. And we are where the Forks of the Wabash start. Or where the Wabash River starts, at the Forks of the Wabash. We have a little river that goes through town, and then it splits off and goes down and forms the main Wabash River. So that's where I'm at. Homestead Dreaming, never been to Indiana. Indiana is great. You should come. First time visitor. I always recommend the Little Nashville, Brown County area. They've got a little Opry now that had burned down, but they've rebuilt now. There was some drama around that, apparently. We've got great shops, and we always stay in a little bed and breakfast.
No.
Or it's not really bed and breakfast, but it's like a little inn in downtown Nashville. It's great. You can walk to everything. Madge the Garden. I used to live in Michigan. Mild winter in Virginia. Yeah, for the most part here in Indiana, it's been pretty mild. It's just recently that winter's decided to show itself. Rent to Grown. You lived in Florida too? All right. Lakeland and Winter Haven. Okay, I know exactly where that is. Cedarholic. Sleepy. Yeah, you've been up since 3. Oh, yeah, you've been up for a while. You should get some sleep. Thank you. Thank you, Cedarholic Gardens, for popping in. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Did I miss anybody's questions? Oh, Megan. Shipshewana looks like a fun place to visit. Yeah, Shipshawana's great. It's an Amish area for up here in the northern part, and they've got great restaurants. They've got great auctions and flea markets and craft fairs, and in the fall they have fun fall festivals and stuff like that as well. But I think they're mostly known for their food, because we can actually get like excuse me, it sounds bad, but it's like one of the few places where we can in this area go and get like fresh made like products and cheeses and bulk items and stuff. It's surprisingly hard in a farming state up here anyway to find some of those things. That's kind of crazy to me. Okay, let's see. Hello, Holly Ridge Homestead. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. I want a t-shirt for surviving the polar vortex last year. Oh my gosh, that was awful. I couldn't imagine anybody that lived further north than up here. Oh, that polar vortex, it was so cold. I think my area, we dipped down to like negative 52 at one point last year with the wind chill. Yeah, it was absurd. I'm definitely not made for that kind. Homestead. Oh, yeah, visited Shipshewana last summer too. So cool. Sorry, and then go back down. What'd you find? Oh, the butter, cheese, and jerky. Yeah, so good. So Broussard Homestead, did I miss where are you located? I should probably have this remembered, but I don't. Oh, so you're in Southwest Louisiana. Okay. I used to live in Louisiana too. I feel like just more and more places. I lived, let's see, I was really little, but I lived in just outside of Morgan City and Berwick and Bayou Vista, that area. Uh, I don't remember much. I went to Berwick Elementary School for kindergarten, and then we moved back up north to Indiana. But apparently, I did come home with a nice little accent. Okay, let's see. Holly Ridge Homestead. You have family in Berwick. Oh my gosh, that's such a small world. Hello, Simply Jan. Thanks for joining us. All right, Megan. Have a good night. Thanks for joining. Broussard Homestead. I know those places. We live near Lake Charles. Okay, very cool. Like I said, I was very young when we lived there, 4 or 5 years old, and it was forever ago. If so, I don't remember much, but I remember what my school kind of looked like, and then I remember my my kindergarten teacher. Her name was Miss Cookie, and she was from New York, and that's all I got. I can't remember much else. My neighbors across the street from where I lived had a pool and sometimes had little critters in there that were not always so welcome. One time I sat on a red anthill playing with my dump trucks. I remember that because that was an unpleasant experience. All right, Madge, thank you for joining me. Enjoy your dinner. And then who did I miss? Who did I miss? The Heathstead, welcome. I'm glad you found us. I didn't get this shared yet here. Should probably do that. Let's see. Sorry, I still have a little bit of a cough in my throat. Starbucks in hand, as you could see. And Kira, you said you lived in Ohio. What part of Ohio? I didn't live in Ohio, but we go to Ohio quite a lot. Ooh. Okay, what did I see? I switched my screen for a second and I've got a troll. Oh, that's fantastic. Let's see. think I got. Nope, still working on it. Still working on it.
If you add me.
Okay. Simply Jan. Okay, thank you, Jan. Let me get you. You have just earned the blue wrench, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. It's always crazy to me how people can find that. I have less than 400 subscribers, and there's 17 people on here, and I have no idea how they find you. Thank you, Kira. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Zero tolerance. That's right. No, I don't understand the whole what people get out of that. But okay.
Who is YouTube and Min Man?
I don't know. I'm not sure. The Timmy Family Farm. Yeah. I don't know. All of a sudden, they're just rolling in. It's okay. Give me. We'll figure it out. Didn't recognize me without my glasses. Prev. I don't know what is this? I don't know what you're talking about. Why do they keep calling me? I feel like you missed some drama. I don't know. They do. I don't know what's going on. They must be really bored out there in Cyberland today. Cracks me up. I don't know. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, Kira. So, Mel, are you on now?
Yeah.
Okay, make a comment so I can make sure you have the blue wrench. My wife
I
is,
can see it.
she's joining in now. She's going to start helping out there. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so questions. I can't even remember where I was. Yep, I've completely lost it because I got distracted. Melanie Thornsberry is my wife. Just an FYI. She's moderator.
The pink one.
There's a fake Jan account. Okay, thank you, Jess, for getting the fake Jan. Holy cow. So, wow. Is this what it's like? Am I about to get swatted next too? So weird.
Do you know Ellie Holt?
Nope, that's a troll. The shoe on the head thing is a internet hack. But, all right. So, so this week, I guess I do have something to talk about. This coming week is when I actually need to start start getting seeds planted inside so that they can be ready to go for spring planting. What seeds am I starting? I have my container right over here. I have my book somewhere. Where's my book?
Joel's got it.
I can't remember. It's mostly pepper plants and some tomato plants, I believe, that are for this time for me to get started. You're starting tomato seeds while watching this? Nice. Mel Lord. Hey, Green Zebra Gardening, how are you? Thanks for Jordan. Little Garden Big Dreams, hi, how are you? Yeah, Mel, that was a troll.
No!
You're not good at this game. Oh.
I love pepperoni though.
My wife is deeply upset that the troll will not be ordering pizza for her. Lord. Gosh. Have mercy. Some ghost pepper seeds in a sec. I'm not going to do ghost peppers. I've got jalapenos. I've got... You're finding tons of new friends here? I have not either. This is a first.
Wait, was Bug Chaser real or fake?
It was fake.
Okay, cool.
I'm not sure who Billy Joe McAllister is, but it's a legit question, so I'll answer it. I have no acreage. I live in town. I'm an urban farmer. So I've got, I have a 50 by 100 city plot. And I have, and I've got 2 dogs, I've got 2 cats, I've got 2 bunny rabbits. That's all I've got animal-wise right now. And then the rest, I'm doing gardening. Mel, you're getting compliments. The trolls are making me put this... I know! Like, that's crazy. Have I tried hanging tomato plants? I have not. When we moved into this house and we bought it, there was an old, like... What is that? Clothesline out off the back, and so I just use that right now to hold up my tomatoes as they grow and vine out, but it didn't really work too great. So I think I'm going to do cattle panels this year. Bunny poop is good for direct. Yes, that's the main reason. One of the main reasons I got rabbits was so that free fertilizer, and I have 2 and they produce a lot. So hello, the art of handmade dolls and stuff. How are you? Negative 45 below zero. In your part of Canada, that's cold. I am so sorry. I couldn't handle that. We had to deal with that last year. Thank you, Kira. I had to handle that last year with the polar vortex that we had come through here in northern Indiana. So you can keep that up there. Little Garden Big Dreams. You're currently swimming in tomatoes. Yes, well, lucky you down in Australia in your summer. It's Sunday morning, yeah. Any plans to breed my rabbits for meat or just for fertilizer? So I have American Blue rabbits, and they are on the endangered watch list for breeds. One, it's because they are a heritage breed, but the main reason is because they don't have big litters. And hey, Simple Grower, and so the and as far as their size is great. It's a great mandolin shape, but there were just other breeds that outproduced them, and so they've kind of been pushed to the wayside. But I love their blue color, and then their size is perfect. So, and I don't mind smaller litters. So, future plans are to breed. I'm unsure if I want to do meat pens or not. I've been watching videos, Independence Acres in Michigan. I think that's what it is. I watch his channel a lot, and he has a lot of helpful tips on cuniculture, rabbit raising, and so I watch them a lot. And I may just, instead of doing meat rabbits, do breeding for, like, we have big 4-H programs here and stuff. Okay, let me catch back up here. Okay, so yeah, there's that. The art of handmade dolls and stuff. It can be negative 50. Nope. I'll say a prayer for you. Kira, yes, you need bunnies. They don't take up a ton of space. Now, I don't have mine in like a typical cage setup. They're in a like a what do you want to call that? Like a hutch system right now, because it's winter and it'll keep them warmer. But during the spring and summer, they are in a fenced-in, blocked area, and they have yard to travel around in and stuff like that. Free range in, I guess, but within their area. Bunny run, yes, thank you. I did not know that about bunnies. They're the art of handmade dolls and stuff. Thank you for sharing. All right. Okay, let's see. Okay, green zebra gardening. I got about 30 seeds of ghost pepper seeds and waiting for pellets to expand. Gotcha. Yeah, seeds. I got way off on what I was growing, mainly because I'm not sure offhand where my book that has all my lists of what I have my dates made out of when I need to get things planted for, like, my 12 weeks out from last frost and 8 weeks and so on. And that first date is coming up next week, so I need to get them going. I just don't have my list in front of me, which I should have thought out, but, last minute planning. But it's mostly, like I said, tomatoes. I know I have Paul Robeson tomatoes that I'm going to be doing this year. I've got Cherokee, was it purple? Is that right? Tomatoes going. Mary has decided to join my lap again, but she's down. We go. Mary, say hi. And I've got tons of peppers, chilies, serranos, jalapenos, and those seeds I saved from last year. And then I got a ton of new peppers. I want to get the the Chinese 5-color peppers. Um, there, I don't know. There's just a lot that I've got this year, and I have it on a list, so it was easy for me to read off, and I just don't have that in front of me. Green zebra gardening. I never plan out. I just go through and find in the bins. Yep, that's how I've done it the last couple of times, but I'm trying to be proactive this year, so we'll see what happens. Gotcha. Yeah, my last frost date I think is like it's May 8th or May 15th. I realize there's quite a bit of difference between those, but I'm around there. Let's cute cat. Thank you. She is. That was Mary. I've got Mary and Fiona. Fiona is very much my wife's cat. She's over on her lap right now.
Watching the live.
Watching me on her computer. So, goofy cats. You're growing exclusively Baker Creek again this year. And reusing from last year's seeds. Awesome. So far I have MI Gardener and Baker Creek seeds. And those are what I'm using. Oh. And then I've got random packets too, because I don't want to waste them. Billy Joe. Been using up my random seed packs. Yep. Just plant and take care of whatever. Yep. Learning curve and regiment to grow it. Yep. It's really just, this will be my third season officially gardening, and it's just kind of a learning process. I started out with a whole bunch of things, and I've learned what's worked, what hasn't worked, and I'm kind of refining that now with transitioning over into heirloom varieties from MI Gardener and stuff like that. We have 2 cats too. One is mine and one is annoying. Kira, I feel you so hard on that one. But they're both over there bugging my wife, staring at my face on her computer screen. It's the funniest thing ever. They won't come over and sit with me, but they'll watch me. Not trying to buy any more seeds this year except for some okra. Gotcha. Yeah, eventually I'll start saving my seeds as well. But it's just a process of learning that process of how to save the seeds correctly and then to plant them. Cherry tomatoes are the devil, little evil things. Once one hits the ground. Okay, yeah. I had a ton of cherry tomatoes last year, and most of them ended up on the ground, I feel like, and I still canned like 20 jars of those. So I'm sure I'm going to have some volunteers pop up next year. I love cherry tomatoes to eat. It was my favorite thing. I just pop out in the garden, and while I'm working, I could eat a couple because I don't put anything on my garden. Any weeds are taken care of by straw or by weeding them out. So I eat a lot of things straight from the garden, and I don't really worry about it too much. Just a little wipe to make sure there's no poop on it. Let's see. Tomatoes had issues with bugs this year. My tomatoes did bad last year because we had a lot of water, a lot of rain, and the ground just got so saturated that they just did not do well. The year before it was more dry, and so they did really, really well, and I had too many tomatoes. I wasn't sure what to do with, but Hopefully this year is a good tomato year because I need to put up some tomatoes for sauce and all that jazz. To family, hello. Who do we have the pleasure of? Is it Sherry or Daryl? All right. I will say I will also be getting started here shortly, which I need to get a heat mat still for. Hi, Sherry. Is my loofah. And I say I want to get those started now because of what is that? Because from what I've been watching other YouTubers with that had grown them last year, they took so long in the season to really get going. And Indiana doesn't have a big growing season, so I'm going to try to get those started sooner and really get them going and some warmth on grow mats and whatever I can, and hopefully I can get them outside and they'll actually produce well and enough time to fruit and then dry out. Yeah, rent to grown. Yeah. I was just doing, like I said, I've just been doing reading on it and watching other YouTubers this past season. They seem to have better success, or not better success. Most of them were suggesting that they were going to start by seed earlier so that they had time to really develop. And that's even some folks that are in the South. I started my onion seeds last week. Simple Grower did. Nice. See, I'm still bad at remembering when is the right time to start some of those things even. But we'll see. I do have garlic outside in pots from the end of last year. Hopefully those will do well this spring. Just reading here what Billy Joe is typing there. What is it? Seed tray and another seed tray on top. Coconut core. Weight it down. Keep it dark. Water it daily. Seeds to shell. Husk grow longer and strong. Okay. Good to know. Is that for... Did I miss... What was that suggestion for? Hello, the Tinkerer's wife. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Always appreciate that. All right, bye, Holly Ridge. Thanks for coming by. Feed the horses. Yes. The horses out at the farm, the bee farm that I work at, they're very spoiled. They know that when I come out there, they get apples and other goodies, so they always come running up to me. The art of handmade dolls and stuff. Peppers take a long time. They don't like the cold. You have to wait till last frost. Yeah, it depends on the weather. Yeah. Oh, for starting seeds and mass quality, Billy Joe. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That system seems to work out well for you then. Okay. Does anybody else have any questions for me? I could go over. I'm a nerd, so I could go over my life history if you guys wanted. Simple Grow, good. Most of my seeds are still en route. I want to start my peppers indoors. Yes, I have a lot of seeds so far from M.I. Gardner. Sorry, there's a little fly that keeps flying around in front of my face. Okay, let's see. I'm getting. No, things don't need our life history. Thank you. Thanks. What do I still have left to plant? Everything. Now I do have my salad trays growing, and spinach growing still under the grow lights, but that's really all I have started so far. This next week is my week to really start getting some of those tomatoes and peppers going so that they're ready for the spring to get put in right away. Do you like Firefly the show? Firefly the show. I'm not sure what that is. Should I know what that is? I'm still working on my pizza. Jess, you're still working on that? Come on. You got a hungry family. Plus, you got to make it all the way up to northern Indiana to deliver me my pieces.
And those trolls promised me pepperoni.
And Mel's sitting over there all upset because the trolls promised her a bunch of pepperoni pizza and she didn't get any. Do I microgreen? No, I don't. They're not microgreens. I just started some trays to grow up some fresh lettuce and stuff during the winter. They have not produced enough to harvest anything off of yet. They're still growing, but it was a Dollar Tree challenge that I did. So I got a tin from Dollar Tree that has the plastic dome, and then I got the seeds from Dollar Tree as well to try to see how they do. And they're doing all right. The red lettuce is doing better than the green, so we'll see if it actually ends up panning out. Let me scroll back up here and see what I've missed. So Jess and Kira both recommend Firefly. So Mel, we're gonna have to check out Firefly.
Okay.
We'll do that. I'll add that to my list. Simply Jan. Yes, trolls lie. It's so sad. Now we're wanting pizza.
No pizza.
Alright, yep. Yeah, the Dollar Tree challenge that I was doing, I believe that I am the broke urban farmer, so I believe that no matter what income level you are at, you should be able to grow and access fresh food. So that was what I did for $3, or it was $2.50, I believe it was. No, $3.50. I was able to put together a salad tray. I got the tin with the dome lid for $1. I got the soil for $1. Got the seed packs for 25 cents each, and it was two seeds there. And then wait, that's $2.50. Yeah, not $3. So it was very cool. And I think that was just a point to show that it does not matter what income level you are at, how poor you are. If you had less than $3, you could get food and you can start growing your own. Ozark Mountain Goats, hello, how are you? Good, so good to see you. 1 year, Simply Jan used Dollar General seeds 1 year and had an awesome garden. That is awesome. While it's great that I can now afford, MI Gardener, which his seeds are 99 cents a pack, and I can afford some from Baker Creek. Not everybody can, and at one point I definitely couldn't. So it's good to know that places like Dollar General and Dollar Tree have options for us poorer folk. Yeah, the Dollar Tree seeds sprouted really quickly within the first couple of days, and they had a good success rate. The problem I ran into was I was watering, but I wasn't watering enough. And then I didn't have any artificial light. They were just getting light from a window, and so they got really leggy. So now I've been trying to work at getting them more thoroughly watered and under a grow light to try and get them to sturdy up a bit for me. Kira got 4 packs of French breakfast radishes from the Dollar Tree for $1. That's awesome. So you can find some good stuff from the dollar stores. I love it. I firmly believe in that. And I think I have French breakfast seeds in my packs for this year too. I'm excited to try those. One thing I've become with gardening is I've become more adventurous with what I'm willing to grow and try that I've not tried before. I'm still really scared of okra, so I've not approached that yet. But we'll try it. I can't remember. Living Traditions Homestead. Can't remember her name for the life of me, but she said that she can only eat okra when it has been dehydrated. And so I want to try that and see how that goes. But I'm not going to devote gardening real estate to okra until I've tried some first. Yes, Dollar Tree containers are awesome. Most of what I have out on my front porch is from Dollar Tree or leftovers that I got from Walmart. And I just reuse them year over year, cleaning them out, obviously. But Sarah, yes, thank you, Jan. I couldn't remember her name. Flamboyant radishes this year. They look they look extra. You will grow root veggies willingly, but not leafy green, or leafy veggies. Okay. Okra is delicious, but it grows a big old tree. That's why I don't want to devote real estate to it. I don't know if I'll like it or not. Do they require a long growing season? Because I don't have one. I'm afraid because people say that okra tastes slimy, and I don't know if I could handle the slimy food. That picture right there is of me and my wife. We got it put on a canvas, and that was the moment that I had proposed to her. I was working at a portrait studio, and we were taking cheesy Christmas photos, and I hid her the engagement ring I got her in one of the Christmas boxes, and we were acting like we were surprised to be checking in, looking inside the presents early, and the ring was there, and I proposed that way. There you go. Fun facts. Mel is over there gagging, like throwing up, like, ugh, being cheesy. They're a little gelatinous on the inside, but good for the digestive system. Thank you. Sometimes I can be, I used to be sweet. Now I'm not. Marriage. How many years now? 5 this July?
July will be 5.
Yeah, 5 years. Long time.
That's the limit.
That's the limit. My wife has endearingly referred to me as her first husband since the day we got married. Her next one's going to be for money. Oh, gosh.
And I'll marry the rich urban farmer.
You have did you hear her? She said, next time she'll make sure she marries the rich urban farmer instead of the broke urban farmer. Sunny's Place, hello. Sorry so late. unplanned, sir. Or I shouldn't say that, but it was unplanned. And so so you're not late. You're joining right on time. It's perfect. You can get vegetable seeds on food stamps. That is awesome. I love that is a thing. I really do. Like I said, everybody should be able to access food and seeds to grow fresh food, and I love that you can use food stamps to do that. I know that my farmers market here locally just started taking SNAP benefits as a form of payment, and that's fantastic as well. Definitely pretty broke most of the time. That's how it feels.
Same.
Yes, we are very fortunate. We are broke, but we are in a period of paying things down. And so that's where any extra money is going towards. We calculated, we want to go on a Disney trip in to the winter of 2021, and we want to be debt free before then, and then have enough time to save up to pay. So she's kind of calculated that to what we can do to how much we need to pay, and then we live off of the rest. Let's see.
Disney is so overpriced. True.
Cane sample. I'm broke too, paycheck to paycheck. I feel that. We're every 2 weeks. You're rich on Friday and Saturday, and then the rest of the week you're like, ugh, what happened? You're a SNAP Medicaid TANO caseworker in Indiana. Oh, there you go. You're the HIP 2.0 queen. Yeah. I work, I'm a direct support professional. I work with adults with developmental and or physical disabilities. And so I manage a home, so I'm very familiar with insurance and benefits. Previous to that, I worked for a mental health facility locally, and I did billing and stuff like that for them and Medicaid verification. So I understand. Let's see who we got here. Did I miss somebody? We're saving up for a UK trip. Oh, that's the dream. I told Mel to let's ditch Disney, which for me that's a big deal, and go to Europe. I would love to do that.
Nope.
You are rich in other ways. That is so true. That is so true. $40 left till next Friday. I ain't doing much better than you, sir. Can we all agree that CareSource sucks? Indeed. Oh no. I just got a snow alert. That's not cool. That's Mary just staring at me. Hello.
She's gonna kill you in your sleep.
She's contemplating murder, if you can tell. She was very intently watching me. Oh gosh. Okay, I feel like I missed a comment back here. Oh, I don't see where it is now. I thought it was from Ozark Mountain. Oh, right here. I used to write checks and try to catch them before they went. Yep, I feel that. Yep. Kitty. Yeah, I know. I spent my last $32 on an electric turkey roaster. You could not pass it up. I've done that. We've been like down to our last dollars, and I just see something that's on sale, and I'm like, I shouldn't, but I am. just watching Scottish fold cats. I'm not admitting that in most places. Goodness. I'm in Pennsylvania, Southeast PA. Yeah, mild winter so far. That's good. I was on somebody else's, I think it was a live this past week or last week. I can't remember. And they were talking about funny city names. And I always think of Pennsylvania driving through because I went through Intercourse. Intercourse, Pennsylvania. Cracks me up. Excuse you, ma'am. What do you need? She's still trying to get my attention just in my lap.
Toadstock, Arkansas.
A bunch of funny names in Arkansas. Toad Suck is one. That's Are they the funny toads that get you high? Is that what it is? Uranus, Missouri. Nice. Very nice.
Frog jump, buck snort, hold on, finger Tennessee.
Oh my gosh. You have to think who came up with some of these names. Like, what were they on? Probably on that toad, right? They licked the toad a few too many times.
There's a Toad Suck Days festival.
That's too funny, Kira. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my. Oh, that makes me happy. I need to find this place and just go and visit now because it just cracks me up. See, look. That is the look of contemplating murder. I called her out on it and she turned away. But when I'm not looking, she's going to look right back at me and start planning my death again. We have a town forget. Paper towns. Aw. Hi, Mary. What are you doing, baby? Huh?
Obviously waiting for pets.
Uranus is famous for chocolate. I don't know how I feel about that. I've always remembered it from my drives to Nashville. Yeah. Right on the edge of Amish country. Nice. We were just talking about Shipshewana, Indiana a little bit ago. Cane Sample, which is an Amish area close to where I live here in Indiana. I know she wants to be YouTube famous. And adorable and petted.
And also ignored. If you pay too much attention.
But yeah, like my wife is saying, you can't give her too much attention or she'll get upset with you.
So she wants funny. Attention and ignored.
Indiana has French Lick. Yes, we do have French Lick. Have you been to the resort? Have you ever been to the resort down there?
It's fancy.
It's very fancy.
French Lick is fancy.
Like, that's, like, I feel like the pinky just needs to constantly be in the air there, as well as the nose. Famously inconspicuous. Oh, yep, we got Santa Claus. And I've never been to Santa Claus.
Theme park.
I know it's a theme park. Well, Santa Claus, Indiana is a town, but there's a theme park there.
Yeah.
I've never been to Indiana. Indiana's pretty great. We're not just, cornfields.
There's more than corn in Indiana.
Yes, the Indiana Beach slogan. There's more than corn in Indiana.
A small little theme park.
Indiana wants me, Lord. I can't go back. Okay. Big Lick. Oh my gosh. Michigan has hell. Yes. My wife was going to go to Hell, Michigan for Hearst Fest, and
they canceled it.
They ended up canceling it, but she was really excited about that. Played ball in Indiana, Greenfield. Yep, I know that area. You have a beach. We have big lakes, so we put beaches along those lakes.
Yeah, we're landlocked.
Other than that, we're landlocked. We've got Lake Michigan to the north, but just a little bit.
Indiana Beach is a theme park.
But Indiana Beach is a theme park as well.
On a lake.
On a lake. Lake Schaefer. I've moved 4 times and always end up back in Indiana. Unpolished. Yeah, I feel that. Me too. I've escaped a couple of times. Kansas equals corn oil fields. More corn, more corn. Did I mention corn? Oh, they grow corn there, in case you do not know. Nearly died driving through. Oh, I can't. I've never been through Kansas, so I've not experienced that. Indiana, it alternates every year as to what, corn or soybeans. 2 years ago, I was a soybean inspector, and I got the pleasure of walking through soybean fields and making sure the plants were healthy.
Oh, Brenton Grown was close to Indiana Beach. And they had a drive-in.
Monticello, yep. Drive-in theater. Yeah, my town, Huntington, has a drive-in still. And it's a twin theater. And
now we're getting spotted for sure.
I've said my town so many times, it's fine. They have one, or we have one, and we love it. We go every year. It's just it's a whole experience. Just sitting in your car, in your lawn chairs, or on a blanket, under the stars, watching a movie. It's amazing. I love it. Eating food. It's the best. Sorry, just catching up here. Does Huntington also have a tiny ice cream shop? That's one of the cool things that I love about little Indiana towns. Yes, actually we do. It's a small little shop. It's called Antiquology. And it's a fusion mixed shop. So they have antiques in there. And it's in a historic building downtown. And then they have a full soda shop bar, and then a whole wall of glass sodas that you can buy and get over ice cream and all that. It is a really awesome place. Excuse me. If you ever find yourself in Northeast Indiana, you definitely have to check out Antiquology. It's such a cute little, unique business design that they have there. Well, antique shop. Oh, yes, we have some of the best antique shops here in Indiana, too. Just about 15 minutes east of us is a city called Markle, and they have a big antique mall over there that's fun to go through. They're all over. You can find antique malls. It's great. Typically, antiques are out of my budget price range, but we still go shopping and looking anyway. When my wife and I, when we got married, she antique shopped for some of her jewelry pieces. And her bouquet as well. Her bouquet was, it wasn't flowers, it was made out of old gems, old brooches, different things like that, jewelry pieces like that.
It weighed 15 pounds.
It was 15 pounds. It was a heavy thing. Okay. Yeah. So, I do love Indiana. So, other fun facts about, while we're talking about it, Indiana is my small town. Nick's Kitchen is a little small restaurant here in town. They were featured on Food Network. I can't remember which show, but they are the original place that created the breaded tenderloin. You are welcome, America. We are spoiled here, so we have a lot of breaded tenderloins. So, all thanks to Nick's. Also, when I was born, I believe, there's, I believe he was still vice president, Dan Quayle, and he is from Huntington. We have a museum about him and all the vice presidents, the only one in the nation. Currently, it's...
Simply Jan is leaving.
Simply Jan, you leaving. All right. Thank you for stopping by. Take care. And, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. We have Dan Quayle in his museum. It's extremely entertaining. He said sarcastically. But those are some of the cool things Huntington's known for. Okay, trying to catch back up now. Did y'all have a Scotty's Brew House? I was sad when ours shut down. We do not. Fort Wayne has a Scotty's Brew House close to us. They do have good food, but I've only been a handful of times. We have... welcome back, Kira. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully your chickens are all put up and well. We have a Chapman's brewery mixed with a kind of like the gentleman used to have a food truck. I think he still has a food truck, but he now works out of their kitchen, and they have some awesome stuff. Oh, yeah, that happens a lot. Rent to Grown. I guess I didn't realize that. They were in Fort Wayne, so we didn't get to go very often. What other chains did that? We had a lot of Steak and Shakes in our area do that with no notice.
Bob Evans did it.
Bob Evans did that to us as well in our area. And then there's a restaurant in Fort Wayne. It was called Tucanos. It was a Brazilian restaurant. Loved it. It was amazing. They brought, it was like a buffet style for like side dishes. And then the main dish was meats. And they brought meat around on these big skewers and they sliced it off right at your table and put it on your plate. We loved going there. And they just closed one day too. No words as to why. So strange. Lucky's Market? What's that? I'm not familiar with that. Are you familiar with Lucky's Market? Mm-mm. Don Pablo shut down overnight in Lafayette. I'm not... That sounds familiar, but I'm not sure if I've actually been there or not. Pathways Homestead. Oh, hello. How are you? I missed when you popped in, so welcome. They're a Whole Foods type of a store. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, the closest Whole Foods place we've got is Fort Wayne.
And it's not. It's off-brand Whole Foods.
No, there's a No.
It's Fresh Market.
Oh, it's Fresh Market. Okay. We have a Fresh Thyme, too.
Yeah.
Up there. But yeah, where I live, good. I'm glad that you're doing good, Pathways Homestead. But where I live, we have a Kroger, and we have a Walmart, and we have an Aldi's. I always forget about Aldi, and that's all we've got. We're a pretty small town. We used to have a Kmart. We used to have a Target. We used to have a second Kroger on the south side of town. And unfortunately, all of those have left over the years. But Huntington seems to be making some turnaround. And I'm excited for the future. Ooh, cramp in my leg. Ooh, okay, gotta stretch it. Oh. Ooh, okay. Sorry about that. we have Dollar Generals too. We've got
Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar.
Yeah, we've got a Dollar General up north, a Dollar General down south. We've got a Dollar Tree and a Family Dollar. So we love our dollar stores. And then within my county, which my county is pretty small, we've got a Dollar General in Andrews and Markle and in Roanoke. Some surrounding cities. And so you're like a stone throw away from a Dollar General at any time. It's kind of like a Midwest thing. You have to go to the big town to get groceries. In my county, Huntington is considered the big town, but we're still pretty limited. We usually have to go to Fort Wayne to get a lot of shopping done. You furnished your whole house with furniture from Family Dollar when you lived in Florida. Nice. People underestimate the dollar stores chains, I tell you. Mimsy's Garden, hello, how are you? Welcome. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Love Dollar Tree, Dollar General, yes. I love my dollar stores. I'm there all the time. It's the only place where I can go and just buy whatever I want and my wife not just yell at me.
Yeah, okay.
She'll still yell at me. Who am I kidding?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I hate Walmart. I'm sorry. I keep petting my beard. It's a nervous tick I have. I can't help it. Getting ready for Big Bears. Good. And yeah. Gotta take care of those trolls. You should have been here earlier, Mimsy. Oh my gosh. Or Anna, Mimsy's Garden. You should have seen the troll activity that was blowing up on my live. It was crazy. It was absurd, actually. Like, who am I in the world of YouTube? And yeah, it was just absurd how many were here. It was crazy. Doctor calls it self. Yeah, exactly. I need to, if I'm not doing that, I'm clicking a pen or something like that. Melanie, they want to see you too.
My face isn't on.
Oh, she doesn't have her face on, so she can't. Mimsy's Garden. You've arrived if you're getting trolled like that. Well, thank you. I'm glad I'm being initiated into the club. Oh, goodness. But, so, like I said, just chatting and getting to know people. So, anybody else have any other questions?
Yes, I do detach my face for those asking.
Oh, yeah. Mel does want to...
I keep it in a case in the bathroom.
Yes, Mel keeps her face detached. It's in a case in the bathroom. And it's just too much work to go and snap back on.
Put it on.
Oh, gosh. She's a goober. Here's a funny for Indiana. We always get made fun of because if we bump into anybody, we almost bump into somebody or anything like that, we always say "ope." So, what are your regional opes out there? Anybody else opers? I do it all the time. I don't even mean to. I judge people for doing it, and then I do it. It's bad. Rent to grown. Yep. Ope. The camera isn't good enough to be able to... Exactly, Mel. Sorry, I'll stop. I still keep doing it. I do ope, but growing up in Tennessee, I said whoop. Whoop, whoop, or whoop? Whoop,
Whoop.
whoop. Yeah, I'm an oper. Kansans are ope. Sorry, my glasses aren't.
Ope.
Ope. An oper now.
Converted oper.
A converted oper.
Weber Homestead.
Hello, Weber Homestead. Thanks for joining us. I say sorry, and that must be the Canadian in me. Oh, gosh. That's funny. I am Canadian, eh? Goodness. Yeah, I think it's funny, regional dialects and stuff like that. You are an honorary Hoosier. But, yeah, I think it's funny. I was on, Along the River Homestead did a live the other night, and I was on there, and we were talking about this right here. This is a pop. A pop. And she's like, no, it's a soda. And then Mandy from Royal Amethyst Acres was like, no, that's a Coke. It's all Coke. So, oh, there we go. Here's the war. Soda, that's a Coke. Pop. It's pop. Mel was just typing feverishly, so...
It was my to-do list.
Oh, okay. I thought she was going to come raging in. That's definitely a Coke. They're all Coke. Yeah.
They're not all Coke. Coke's a brand.
Simply Jen. Well, welcome back, Jen. We're just talking about what we call this. I call it a pop. And some people call it soda. Some call it Coke. But some people call everything Coke. Pop. Yep, pop. Soda water. Sody water in Oklahoma. Okay. Smith Family Rant. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the show. It's not really a show, but there you go. Liquid crack. Yeah. Yes. And Smith Family Ranch. Pop. Yes. Did I say Smith Family Farm the first time? I always do that. Smith Family Ranch. Cola. Okay. It is. Haha, it is a show. Gut rot. Yeah, I mean, really, it's not that great. But I'm pretty convinced that my entire family keeps the Coca-Cola company in business by how much soda. Oh! Oh! My wife, she caught me. She always says soda, and she's bewitching me how much pop we consume. Weirdos in England call it fizzy drink. I say grow up. Oh gosh. Now it's soda now. Okay. It's forever. We can make it a fusion. Sody pop. There we go.
Stop.
We do not keep pop in the house. Yeah, I wish we could say that, but unfortunately, we don't.
We keep soda in the house.
We keep a lot of pop in the house. We're a house divider, soda and pop. We try to do better, and we're trying to incorporate more water into our daily lives. But we can smash 24-pack in a week, each.
No.
Yeah, between here and work,
Oh my god.
it gets bad. But when I am fully stocked in tea and with coffees, not just Starbucks, then I will drink less soda. Let me catch back up here. See, it's called pop because of the sound it makes when you open it.
Do you know Ian Bill? He said thick.
Nope. Kombucha. Yes. I have some Super Porp kombucha in my fridge right now. It's pretty grapey. It's great. I love it. I just need to learn how to make it. I had posted, Kira, that is awesome that you lost 15 pounds. Sorry, I am squirrel brain when I'm doing these chats. But with the kombucha that I have, it was given to me by a friend, and it's I can't drink a ton of it because things happen, but it's really delicious, and I want to learn how to make my own. Oh. Kira, I've only been able to make a couple of them. I wish I was able to make more. I know I saw the trolls, but I wish I was able to make more live chats. But during the week, I work 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., and then I go back in 2:30 to 10:15. So most of my day is shot, and most lives are while I'm at work. So it's hard for me to make it. Weekends is when I'm free, and that's why I'm thinking of adding a live every week on Saturday evenings, perhaps, maybe. We'll see. I'm unsure. Typically on Saturdays, we meet up with friends and we do game night, which after this here, shortly, we'll be heading over to game night. I tried kombucha the other weekend, a berry one. Not really a fan of it. I don't drink tea at all, so I was wondering if that was my hang up. It really depends. I've had a lot. I prefer kombucha that's sweetened with honey versus sugar, but it's all comes down to personal preference. I suggest trying a couple of different kinds and seeing what if you can find one that you like. Game night. D&D. No, not Dungeons and Dragons, but we have wanted to. But when we go over, we're meeting up with my aunt and my friend Sean and Christina, and we typically play either euchre or we're big euchre fans. We play that a lot. Or Phase 10, stuff like that. Sometimes we'll play other games like
just board games,
like
card games.
Board games, card games, but euchre's our biggest go-to. Any other euchre fans out there? Anybody know what euchre is? That's the bigger question, because when I lived in Florida, nobody knew what euchre was. I wish trolls had better things to do with themselves. Yeah, right? Right? Polish poker is fun. Bid euchre? Oh, nice. I play D&D every week. Oh, that'd be awesome. We're working on getting, what do you want to call it? A group together for that, but we just haven't yet. When I moved to Indiana, they tried to get me to play euchre, and I'm still convinced to this day it's not a real game. And they were trolling me because it's bonkers. Yeah, it's a weird card game, and it's hard to explain until you actually play it. The best way to learn it is to play it. It's not to be taught.
It's also because different areas call it different, like call the cards different things.
Yeah, and different.
So like you could explain the same game in 4 different phrases.
Yeah, and like my wife was just saying that it's called different things in different areas, so it's hard to explain. Play Uno. We played that sometimes too. Unpolished Gardens, yes. Euchre. Ticket to Ride is fun. Now, when we go over to our friend Tiffany and Lee's house, we're playing games that are like
that.
Like more like that. Our Ticket to Ride. We play Salem Witch Trials. We play House. What was that one called?
Betrayal on House on the Hill.
Yeah, Betrayal on House on the Hill. That's a great board game. And then we experiment with a lot of games at their house. We'll buy something random. Where's a fly? It's still driving me nuts. And we'll play those there too. That's fun. I played at least 12 times, and I swear that they're speaking a foreign language. I am not dense, and I love games, but euchre is...
That's true.
It's exactly what happens. We get snowbound and bored, and we play euchre. If anybody else is familiar with the game Rook, it's really similar to that, but then at the same time, it's not.
It's similar if you don't think similar is a loose term.
Oh gosh, nice. Okay, so game night, we're getting ready to wrap up here. Game night's coming up. So, anybody have any last minute questions for me? It's not like Rook. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like Rook. You have trump cards and whatnot. I learned to play Rook because I knew how to play euchre. Oh, hey. This Melanie T wants to know if I'm single. I don't know. You look like a cutie. Maybe. Just don't tell my wife.
God, I hate
Oh, gosh. Cards Against Humanity. Yeah, we played that one too. That one's fun. Ooh, another card game that we play. It's kind of like Cards Against Humanity. But it's called... Fun Employed. It's really funny. It's a game where one person draws a card and it has a career on it, and it says like stripper, and then everybody else has like job descriptor cards that they draw and they don't know what they say, and they're interviewing to be the job that you flipped over. So I flip over a stripper card, and then Mel would have her cards or whatever, and she would flip one over and go, I'm the best person to be a stripper because I'm a kleptomaniac, and I have big toes. Like, it's the most random things, but you have to try to sell it, and it can be the funniest game. I once had to watch my granny convince everybody why she should be a stripper, and it was the funniest thing ever. Because my granny is a little southern, southeastern Kentucky Baptist church lady, and she's in a gospel group, and it's just funny watching my granny talk about being a stripper. Fun Employed was the name of the game. It's a really funny game.
Oh, she moved.
Hey, She Moved Mountains, how are you? And then I think I saw somebody else sneak in here too. Lady B, hello, how are you? Lady B's Urbanstead. the XXX version of Exploding Kittens at a Bible study once. I'm telling you what, Bible studies can be lit. I'm just saying. Thank you. Yes, She Moved Mountains, thank you. I am feeling much better. It's been a rough week. But you just missed it. We were talking about a bunch of different board games and how Indiana is, we play euchre here when we get snowbound. And how we're getting ready to head out to game night with my aunt and some friends, so. Yeah, so. Good times, good times. So, any other questions for me? You guys have been wonderful. It's been over an hour and a half now.
My wife and I heard.
Granny was a gospel stripper. Bless her heart. Oh my god. Do you need clarification on that? My granny is a gospel singer, but we were playing the game Fun Employed, and you have to explain or vie for a card that has a career on it, and the card career that was flipped over was stripper, and my granny had to convince us why she would be a good stripper based off of the qualification cards that are in her hand. It was great. Granny got the Holy Ghost, and it really moved her. There you go. That fan was hot. Oh gosh. Oh, that's too funny. I walked in the live. Granny was a stripper. Sometimes the end of the show is the best, right? Oh, Lord. If my granny was watching this right now, she'd be clutching her pearls. You just wanted to hear the story again. Oh, gosh. Too funny. But really, I do recommend that game, Fun Employed. It's awesome. But with that, I think I am going to head out. It was great chatting with everybody. And what do you guys think about me doing these either once a week or every other week, something like that? I'm not 100% sure yet. They still make me nervous until I actually get going. The lyrics were Daddy was a preacher, but now it's Granny was a stripper. Oh my gosh, that's too great. You got the giggle snort. Oh my gosh. Do it, Sky. Okay. I really am thinking about it. I posted in a couple of groups about it. You're gonna go look for Granny Was a Stripper game now? Oh yes, I'm glad. Hopefully you guys can find that game as fun as me and my friends and family do. It's great. But yeah, game night's supposed to start at 8 and we've got to go across town. So with that, I will sign off. Everybody have a great night. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And till next time, love y'all. Bye. Oh, it's because it's still live. Sorry guys, I am noob. I don't know how to shut this off.